What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 64, and today we are returning with a brand new season of Career Mode. Yes, I love the new seasons, I know you guys do as well, after what was a very successful last season, winning the FA Cup and the Copa Europe, plus finishing runners-up to Chelsea in the Premier League as well. So, season 4 is here, let's get straight to it, let's find our budget straight away, and it's £45 million to start the new season off. So, okay, that's actually pretty decent. You know, of course, the past two seasons, we've not had that much of a budget due to the pre-contract game, but £45 million, I'll certainly take that. See the email there saying the transfer market has now opened as well, and we'll also take a look at the objectives and the expectations for the new season as well and see what the board are asking for. Oh my goodness, really lads? Okay, well the youth development objective is one that's probably going to be failed as it's a long-term objective which we have very little care for. Brand exposure objective, still the same as last year. Long-term is to, hang on, aren't these the same objectives as last year, or are they? No, it's different. Cardinal's success is to reach the semi-final of the Champions League. Okay, alright, well we'll try. Last year, of course, knocked out in around the 16 stage. But domestically, finishing the top 4, that's definitely doable after last year. And reach the quarter-final as we try and retain our competition we won last year. And also financially, reduce the player wages by £8 a week. Depends what we do in the transfer window. But definitely some achievable aims there. But that Champions League game, that is a tough one. And as we advance one day in the calendar, we should get our pre-season tournament invite. And there it is right on cue. Decline to participate. No, let's advance and decide what competition you want to go into. As always, pick the one with the most prize money, and that is the first one, 8.5 mil if we win the European International Cup. And we'll now also get confirmation of the two players we did sign on pre-contracts, and those of course are Serge Gnabry and also Miranchuk, who I am so excited about. I cannot wait to use this guy. Plus, Ashley Young has decided to leave the club as well. Just forgot, I'll show it on the screen right now. To win the season last year, there were 3 players that their contract come the end of the year. Those were Keenan Davis, Hepburn Murphy, and Ben Brereton. I couldn't agree new contracts with the first two. They weren't happy with the wage increase, so I thought, forget it, you're not that good anyway. But Brereton did sign a new 5-year deal, £57 a week. You'll see that on the screen right now, and Brereton stays. But Young is off. He's joined Ipswich Town, and that is totally fine with me. So, into the pre-season group. Oh, that's a tough one. Now we've got Nice, Napoli, and Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, that's going to be hard to get out of that one. And of course, the two players have now joined us, Miranchuk and of course Serge Gnabry. And what signings these guys are on pre-contracts. I'm really excited about Miranchuk. Cam striker, list of positions, some really nice stats, plus 3-star, and of course Serge Gnabry as well looks absolutely fantastic. But with the £45 million in our budget right now, this is how the team's currently looking. I need to change that, but this is how the team's currently looking. We've got some really good young talent in our team right now. Lewis is definitely getting more minutes this season in the first 11. He'll be a starter this year. The first 11 is fantastic. The bench is really good too. I don't know what we're going to spend our £45 million on. It's a lot of money. We've got some good talent coming through in pretty much every single position. There's some good experience here, and the first 11 is good enough right now to compete for all of those objectives the board have given us. I honestly don't know what we're going to do in the transfer window at all. £45 million, if we win the pre-season tournament, that's £53 million. That's a big ask with the opponents we got. And right now on the shortlist, there's only really one guy that I really want. And it's Ezekiel Barco, because you guys have suggested him since day one, and I can't sign him. I can't sign him. I really want him, but I can't get him. So I have no idea what we're going to do in the window at all. No idea at all. So just assessing the squad now, after I've made the alterations to the team management section. I like it a lot, and I really don't know where needs improving, but I was thinking perhaps a new backup striker. Now, of course, we like Jonathan Kodja coming off the bench and playing in those midweek games, but 75 rated is quite a few ratings below both Benteke, last year's Golden Boot winner, and of course Ben Brereton as well. So perhaps a new backup striker, as Brewster is growing quite nicely now to a 75 overall, but still 20 years old. We could perhaps do with a new backup striker. I was thinking perhaps maybe a new backup centre-half, but then again, there's such great young talent in the CB area. That's probably not that wise. Maybe a new backup goalkeeper, Sel McCarthy, try and get rid of that high contract. I really don't know. I really don't know. This transfer window is going to be as much of a surprise to me as it will be to you as well, because I don't know what we're going to do. But I'll tell you what we'll do first is we'll advance a few days in the calendar, play the first pre-season game, and see how we get on. So as we're advancing to the first game, just had a couple of bids for Bustos and also a loan offer for Green as Lille want to take our speedy young talent. But of course, he's going to go nowhere and stay on the bench as an impact sub. And let's see if we can win the first game in the group then. It's Napoli. This is a tough group here. Napoli, PSG, and Napoli as well. And I'm just realising there's 4 players away at the World Cup. Yeah, Barkley, Stones, Benteke, and, the Euros, Brereton as well. So we just ought to replace those unavailable players and see if we can get the win over Napoli in the first game of the group. I'm not sure if we can get out of this. This is very, very tough indeed. But we started with a win. That's the way to begin. Bustos and Grealish, the goal scorers. Well done. And just before the PSG game, there is another bid here. This time for Jack Grealish, which of course we're going to say no to from Chelsea. And also 3 scouting updates from South Korea, Peru, and Egypt. Our final scouting updates of the countries. Let's see if we can get any talents here. Peru's not really been a great nation for us to scout, sadly. Haven't really picked up too many good players, but this guy could be okay. Benito Navarrete as a young goalkeeper. We reject him? No, we'll reject him. We shall definitely reject him. We'll reject him as well. And sadly, Peru was not a great nation. Great idea. Never scouted there before, but didn't do too well for us, unfortunately. As for South Korea, he could be quite good. Sang Hyun Sip, he can go into our academy. We won't gamble on him. We won't gamble on him. Won't gamble on him. I think I'm going to gamble on him though. Hyun Ki Hyun looks pretty decent indeed. And anyone else? Any more for any more? I'm desperate to get into my academy. Not really, so we'll let all those guys go. And the final scouting update from Egypt. Still searching for that next Mohamed Salah. Oh man, player of the season. If you guys have not got Salah in your fantasy team yet, seriously, it's not many weeks to go. I encourage you to bring him in. I thought I brought him in too late, but he's helped me go top of my mates league and climbing up my subscriber league as well. But anyone from Egypt, it could be alright. He could be quite decent. We'll reject him. We won't gamble on him. Won't gamble on those two, and we won't gamble on him either. So those are our 3 final scouting updates, and I will let you guys choose what countries we scout next, and that'll happen directly after the transfer window has slammed shut. So second game of the group, it's now PSG away from home. Can we make it 2 from 2 to start the group off? Make it 6 points from 6? Yes, we can. Serge Gnabry bagging a brace. That's what I'm talking about. Keep it up, lads. I feel like I've sort of undersold just how good our team is getting, because to be fair, when you look at the starting 11, this is a really, really good lineup. This is a good 3-5-2. There's strong quality throughout every area on the pitch. And now the bench is improving as well. So third and final game, it's Nice. And if we get to the point in this game, then we will qualify for the knockout stages. So trusting the boys to get the job done. Let's go get that point. And it is indeed a draw. And that puts us through to knockout stages. So tough group, that one. But we end up topping it with 7 points. No losses in the 3 games. And into knockout stages, where we'll be taking on, let's find out, it's going to be Real Sociedad in the knockout stages of the group of the European National Cup, as Bayer Leverkusen take on Nice in the other semi-final tie. So the Spanish side, Real Sociedad, bring them on. Let's see if we can get through to the final. And so just before that semi-final, quick loan offer here for one of our young talented Americans. That's Victor Cameron. Blackburn want to take him to Ewood Park for a year. Totally fine with me. And let's see now if we can get ourselves into the pre-season final of the European International Cup. It's Real Sociedad. The boys are back from the Euros, so back to our strongest first 11. Let's have a strong showing and a final performance, and there it is. We are into the final. Socrates, Barkley, and Grealish, the goal scorers, and that's it. Pre-season final, where we'll be taking either Leverkusen or Nice, as that game finished 1-1. And it's going to be Nice, the French side, and so far the only side that's prevented us from getting a win in this pre-season tournament. So, toughest team to face, I'd imagine. Bring them on. And so there is confirmation. Victor Cameron has indeed left the Blackburn Rovers, and at the moment, that's looking like the only piece of business we'll be doing in the summer transfer window, because it's now time for the pre-season final against Nice, where we haven't made any new signings apart from, of course, Serge Gnabry and Miranchuk, who we agreed pre-contracts for. And to be honest, why mess with winning formula? We're playing well right now. We've got money in the bank, which we absolutely love, and I wish I had in real life as well. But I don't feel the need to make any new signings as of yet. We're totally fine. So let's play the Nice game. Let's see what we do, and let's see if we can get the most amount of prize money from the pre-season tournament. And we are in France for the pre-season final as we take on Nice here in Paris. They're lining up in a 4-3-3, and it's a similar lineup to the team that we, of course, knocked out back in Season 2 in the Europa League knockout stages, including Mario Balotelli leading the line as part of their 4-3-3. But for us, 3-5-2, and our strongest lineup heading into the game, featuring Miranchuk starting in the cam role with Grealish dropping to the bench, just because I want to try him out and see how he gets on with Serge Gnabry on the left as well. So Nice, European National Cup final. Let's get a win and start the season with the silverware.
Well, these two players, perhaps we picked out as the likely candidates to keep a special eye on. Alan Smith.
Well, I think both of these players should come into this match with their confidence brimming, really, because they really have played well. They've led from the front.
Not too big of a deal if we don't win it. We've got so much money in the bank right now and basically nothing to do with it, so not too concerned, but would be nice to start off with the money and the silverware, and that's the way to start the game off with a goal as well. And Ben Brereton has just marked his contract extension with a goal right from kickoff in the pre-season final. Quick little ball through by Bustos. Brereton latches onto it, goes to celebrate with Jack as we make it 1-0 right from kickoff. We did say this season we wouldn't mind a new striker, but there's no one that can take out right now Christian Benteke, last year's Golden Boot winner, on fire, and Ben Brereton as well, who may have been a little bit inconsistent last year, but of course scored in the FA Cup final, and it was, you know, it's still, well, one of our hottest prospects. I wouldn't say he's our hottest prospect, one of our very hottest prospects, and they've got such a great partnership up top, those two. There's no way any new striker would take their place. Anyway, 1-0, Brereton with a goal, and a perfect start. Would he be our brightest prospect, or Lewis? Nah, he wouldn't. He'd be up there, but not our brightest. As Icardi, speak of the devil, makes a brilliant save there, and Socrates gives it to him back, and will get the danger away. Don't forget that incredible save Icardi made at Carrow Road last season, and he's taken that fine form to end last year into this season as well. What a stop. We've been training Icardi up so much, he's now 85 rated. Just 19 years old, and we should be getting investigated by the regulators of the anti-doping organisations, because Icardi's just, it's incredible how good he is now. As Fry gets on the ball and finds Miranchuk, and here is our new Russian going for goal, and denied by Cardinale, who turns it behind for a corner. Now, I don't know whether we're going to start Miranchuk this season or Grealish. I think it'll be harsh to drop Jack, who was great all year long, but Miranchuk, 84 rated, very, very good stats. I'm not sure. I want to see what he does in the final. He's had a decent start, but big decision that. Who starts in the cam role, Miranchuk or Grealish? That might be something you guys can decide for me, as Miranchuk is taken down there and wins a free kick. In fact, you know what? That's what I will let you guys decide. In the top right, there'll be a poll, and you can choose who should start in the cam role, Miranchuk or Mr. Jack Grealish. As Barkley's going to take this free kick, won by Miranchuk and denied by Cardinale, as Gnabry keeps the chance alive, and Brereton will keep the ball in play. Still 1-0, but what a start this has been from Villa. We should be 2-0 up, and if it wasn't for Cardinale, we would be. Balotelli, 1-1. Great strike. Mario Balotelli picks the ball up inside the area, and now basically nothing. Nice back on level terms. Great finish by the Italian, and it's 1-1. Bustos, good tackle, and Fry gives it back to him, and he'll try and release Ben Brereton there, who scored our first. Nice touch, beats his man. Ben Brereton bears down on goal and finds the bottom corner. Ben Brereton starting off the season on fire, bagging a brace. It's what he does in the final. Nice 1, Aston Villa 2, and our lead restored 12 minutes after the break. Lewis, great tackle, and now Brereton through to Christian, and Christian on the ball, turns, gets inside. Oh, it's a wonderful run by Benteke. It's a brilliant run by Benteke. Oh, what a goal. Christian Benteke says, yeah, I know Ben's on fire, but don't forget who the Golden Boot winner last year was. Christian Benteke with a wonderful solo goal, blasts it past Cardinale, and that should do it. Took out like 3 or 4 Nice players and then just levers one past the goalkeeper, gets the faintest of touches but can't keep it out. Christian Benteke and Ben Brereton, they're too good of a strike duo, and if we do end up buying a new striker, they'll have to settle for a place on the bench. These boys are just unbelievable. Right, into Barkley. Barkley finds Toby, and Toby on the ball, turns Martial, gives it into Grealish off the bench for Miranchuk, gets it back off Brereton, and Grealish to Benteke, gets it back, and Jack is storming forward and makes it 4. And of course, I said that I'll let you guys make the decision who starts in the cam role. Miranchuk's been taken off for Jack, and if I was going to give you my personal suggestion, I think it should be that man. Jack Grealish, great last season, starting off the new year with a goal in the pre-season final to complete the route. Nice 1, Aston Villa 4, and that trophy's ours. We're just waiting for the finals to come any second now, and that will confirm it. Aston Villa have won the European International Cup with a 4-1 scoreline. Good win, solid win. We played better, we deserved the win, and the trophy and the money is ours. Great way to start the season.
They hold aloft the European International Cup.
Yeah, well done to all concerned, and I think they've enjoyed it actually, taking part in this tournament over the course of the last few days, weeks.
So a successful pre-season tournament here for them. They hold aloft the European International Cup.
Yeah, well done to all concerned, and I think they've enjoyed it actually, taking part in this tournament over the course of the last few days, weeks.
So that will now take our budget past the £50 million mark, and we still don't know what we're going to spend the money on. But that was a really great display when going forward in that game. Every time we went on the offensive, we looked like scoring. And to get 4 goals as well from 10 shots, that's not a bad return. And we definitely deserved to win. But for man of the match, no surprises. Everyone played well, but Brereton, absolutely great start. Bagging that brace and getting the assist as well. Shame I couldn't get the match ball, but a really good win and a great way to start the new campaign off. So, Preseason 1, European International Cup in the trophy cabinet once again. And as we will now go ahead and take a look at the budget, I believe it is going to be about £54 million, £53 to £54 million. And yeah, who are we going to spend the money on with all this cash? I don't know. We've got the money, but no one to buy. Now, I did say I wouldn't be against a new backup striker, and there's 3 really good options here. Moussa Dembele, Martinez, and Tammy Abraham as well is on really high wages, but Dembele and Martinez would be really good choices. Neither wages are that high for their stats, and they're both really great young talents as well. But also, I did find this guy on the free agents list, and I think he might be Zlatan's regen. Johannes Forsberg, valued at 5.5 mil, 72 rated already with 5-star skill moves, medium-low work rate. He's actually a right-footed player, I believe. Technically very good with 83 ball control and physically absolutely rapid. I think this guy is Zlatan's regen, and he looks absolutely amazing. So, whilst we like those 3 strikers there, and they'd be better for the bench, I don't pass up the chance at a bargain, and certainly not as Zlatan's regen. So, to end the episode, let's try and bring him in. Forsberg, Zlatan's regen, 5-star skiller. I want him for my resis. So, he's going to be a sporadic player here, of course. And the agent is totally fine with that. He wants a 4-year deal, or try and tie him down for the maximum of 5 years if we can, and they are always going to be okay with that. No release clause is good as well. And as for the money, how much does he want? I'll offer what the recommended wage is right now, which is 9.3k a week. And for a 5-star skiller, 18-year-old, already 72 rated, this contract is absolutely nothing. So remove that appearance bonus real quick. They want an extra 600 quid a week. I'm totally fine with that. Johannes Forsberg, definitely Zlatan's regen with those 5-star skills. Welcome to Villa Park. That's what we'll end today's episode on, and a great beastie young Swedish talent for the future arrives at Aston Villa. Olof Mellberg will always be the Swede that Aston Villa fans love unanimously, but maybe this guy can make a name for himself as well. Let's find out his potential and just how good it's going to be. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is right there. An exciting prospect. Exciting prospect. Yeah, this guy's got to be Zlatan's regen, man. He may only be 5'8", but with those medium-low work rates and those 5-star skills as well, absolutely rapid. What can I say? I'm excited about this guy and then some. I think he's going to be fantastic. And as this was just a free transfer, we still have an absurd amount of money left in our budget to make new signings and decide what player we want to splash our cash on, if anyone, heading in to Season 4. But that will end today's episode of Career Mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching the season opener. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy the first episode of Season 4, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And you'll help channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode, featuring the first game of the season to take on Chelsea in the Community Shield, plus perhaps the first game of the Premier League Season 2. And I'm sure some more money getting signed on new signings very soon.